With the end of the Cold War and all efforts being made to develop East and West relationships, a whole new world has opened up to the adventurous fisherman willing to leave his native Europe. Kevin Maddox, one of Europe's top carp anglers and unclaimed record breaker of the world IGFA catfish record 14 times, heads our team of experienced sportsmen. His book, Carp Fever, has sold more copies worldwide than any other British angling book in history. A passion for his sport bordering on the obsessive, he has previously visited Russia and caught a catfish of 60 kilograms, the largest rod-caught catfish ever by an Englishman. Mick Payne, a fanatical fisherman for over 30 years. He now dedicates all his spare time to the pursuit of the world's largest carp. His role in the development of carp fishing throughout Europe is significantly supported by his company, which imports more specialist fishing equipment to the Benelux countries than any other ambassador. And finally, there's me, Liam Dale, a sea angler whose passion includes the hunt for the biggest species of fish available around the British Isles, conger eel and shark. I'm a field sports program maker, and I'm pleased to be your guide for the first of these worldwide angling expeditions. Our destination on this occasion, Kazakhstan, where the Ural River meets the mighty Caspian Sea. Guryev, where Europe meets Asia. The home of the world's largest sturgeon, source of the most expensive caviar, the Leviathan of Russian waters, the Beluga.
Oh, it's not one of those funny ones. Whoa!
Oh, dear.
Tiny little one, about 100.
A journey of over 5,000 miles via Moscow's Red Square to the Asia of Rudyard Kipling's period. Planes, trains, automobiles and camels. From hard currency to hard barter. From pounds to rubles. From a fistful of dollars and perfect planning to empty pockets and desperation. Not to go back, but always how to go forward. Why? The beluga, of course. A wonder of nature. The migration of these magnificent creatures from the depths of the Caspian to the shallow delta and twisting isles of the Ural River. An instinctive return to spawning grounds by creatures rumoured to reach the weight of a pair of Volvo cars. The beluga can grow to an immense size over a lifespan of around 70 years. The largest to date is in the museum at Astrakhan, seen here in a very rare photograph being prepared by Vladimir Golovacho, the taxidermist. The fish weighed 950 kilograms, that's 2,090 pounds. Here's the skin of another new giant, 1,050 kilograms. That's 2,310 pounds, over a ton. Vladimir told us of a fish head in the Ministry of Fishing reputed to have come from a 3,000 kilogram beluga. That's over 6,600 pounds. Caught in a river net by a fishing team, the fish was drawn in and landed with the use of a crane. And here we were, En route, after 2 years of negotiation and planning, with boxes of tackle, rod bags, cases of film equipment, and sacks of anticipation. Should we use bendy carp rods or uptiders, shark sticks or wagglers, poles or hand lines, or a crane and tractor? Did we fish with lures or fish baits? Rumour had it that a small pig about 3 months old was the best bait. But before we could cast the first line, we had to get 6 men and 18 boxes from England to Moscow, and then onwards to the new and undeveloped territory of Kazakhstan. Proud of its independence, but totally without funds and growth, it stands unique in its ability to shock the Western traveller far beyond the effect of experienced places such as Africa and other third world countries. Much to our surprise, the problem started at our first airport, the world's busiest, London's Heathrow, when our excess baggage charge was generously reduced to a level of over 75% of our entire contingency fund. Already vulnerable, we refused to panic. Mad Dogs, the Englishmen, went east in the midday sun. Moscow Airport, our first real queue. You're never in until you're in. It was comforting to find waiting just beyond the control barriers our interpreter, minder, and unknown to us at this stage, our troubleshooter extraordinaire, Mikhail, who welcomed us with open arms, beaming smile, and catastrophic news. Dobrudnie! All future flights to Ataro are cancelled indefinitely. Next week, next month, who knows? Cup of tea? This time we panicked. Michael was unmoved by this normal Russian occurrence. Would we at least get a refund, we asked. He said, sometimes. He bundled us into the best vehicle we were to ride in during our eastern travels, a comfortable and spacious van generously supplied by his employers, Greenfield, one of the most successful companies to trade out of the new Russia. While Michael worked furiously through telephone and fax, constantly consulting his little black book of favours done, our dwindling dollars forced us into a cheaper hotel and out onto the streets of Moscow, where we sought free entertainment to pass the time. It passed. Slowly. Red Square, the Kremlin, Lenin's tomb, St. Basil's Cathedral, the tomb of the unknown soldier, and for a taste of Russian nouveau cuisine, Big Macs. Growing more melancholy and poorer by the hour, 2 days into our trip, Michael appeared again with beaming smile and open arms. We could fly to Astrakhan, 250 miles west of our destination, well out of casting range. 5 a.m. on the third day, we were on the move again, albeit marginally off course. Familiar territory for Kevin, as Astrakhan had been his destination for catfish 3 years previously. The flight was uneventful, primarily because there are no provisions or facilities. Air travel inside Russia is an exhilarating experience, where the passengers not only applaud the landings, but even the successful takeoffs are greeted with cheers and hand clapping. Astrakhan. Perhaps this is the real Russia. There were to be no further flights to Atterau. A train at midnight that would take 16 hours. We could spend the day sightseeing, buy the tickets, and relax in the local hotel and somewhat obvious bordello at a cost of 70 pence a day, female hospitality and breakfast extra. The town had much to say to those who looked. The empty but superb building that used to be local KGB headquarters. The homes and conditions of the surrounding area that the ordinary people lived in. The splendor of the local Kremlin. Those stories of people just disappearing, they couldn't possibly be true. After the sightseeing and the 1 hour process of buying the tickets and confirming the train times, we barricaded ourselves and the 18 boxes in a twin room with a toilet that would never stop running, and spent the next 10 hours repelling boarders offering everything from themselves to black caviar. The minutes ticked by, and at 9 in the evening, we located the train and then began the lengthy negotiations to remove the Kazakhstani chief and his tribe from our reserved carriages. More dollars, but no aggro. As we trudged along the platform at 3 minutes past 11, weary of the day, wary of the gypsies, but with an hour to spare, the train toot-tooted and shunted off into the night, leaving our group of desperados shattered on the platform, surrounded by chattering Eskimos. This was the lowest point in the expedition. Even our Russian interpreter finally cracked and went off to rant at the police, who advised us that it was not their fault. The train was from Kazakhstan and therefore could leave whenever it chose. Perhaps the driver had a more pressing engagement. He may have needed to see his mother or chief. In any case, this was Russia.
What a country.
And why should we expect any different? We were in too much of a hurry. No planes, no trains. That left automobiles. And the Russian bus drivers had our proverbials in a vice. For £300, 6 times the local annual salary, we found a guide willing to take us to Atterau, as they now called the former Russian town of Guryev. We were on our way again. "16 hours on a bus, 250 miles of desert travel. I went nuts at the bouncing of all the fragile electronic equipment. Past graveyards that were more lavish and cleaner than the local housing. Meetings with the animal population. The camel is the toughest guy in the desert. This one was the nosiest, but also the friendliest. 18 police checks and customs inspections. Passport. Спасибо. Oh, problem. Would you like a cigarette? Da. Нет problem. anxiety increasing as the hours passed. The Beluga would not wait for us. They came through every year over a 72-hour period, and we were desperately running out of time. Imagine arriving there after all this stress and finding they had long gone. As the sun settled over the 4th day of our travels, we settled down comfortably and luxuriously on the prestige travel coach and tried to sleep. Through ever-increasing caviar country's security, Kalashnikovs and Russian special services at every last mile, we finally arrived at Atarau at 6 o'clock in the morning to wake the guides who had been waiting for us with the transit boat for 3 days. We were here, the heart of the Beluga country. The Ural is a massive river. Our transport was a 60-ton trawler licensed exclusively to fish for the sturgeon when it wasn't transporting crazy English anglers who wanted to catch and then return their valuable beluga. It would transport its own catch to the caviar factory situated on the edge of the river. An ancient houseboat that would seem more at home on the Mississippi River. We started to get a glimpse of the legendary wildlife. Crows with few trees to build their nests on formed housing cooperatives and vied for fragile twigs to build yet more nests on. The houseboat was a sight for sore eyes. It was a sight for any eyes. After 28 hours on the road, you would think that we wouldn't care, but we did. No toilet, just a hole through the boat. No water storage. A bucket from the river. An intermittent and sulky generator with occasional light and power. A nightmare for any film director and his batteries. Rather than think further about the living conditions, far more concerned about the migrating fish, we decided to dump the gear and head straight for the angling. We assembled our tackle, rods and lures for the bait, uptiders and casting multipliers, bendy rods and fixable reels, coggering and sharking equipment, butt pads and harnesses. Our only experience to date? Hearsay, gossip and legends. A glimpse of a Swedish film where an angler had caught a fish of 80 kilograms, 176 pounds. How did you catch asp? Were the fish in the delta or still lumbering up the Caspian Sea? Were we too tired to try anyway? An hour's journey brought us onto the edge of the Caspian Sea, our first sight of this massive inland water. We might as well have been fishing the English Channel. The wind intensified and the rain came down. All illusions of tropical breezes and suntans rapidly disappeared as we quickly donned coats and kugools. Unsure of what the weight of the fish would feel like, we tackled up with lighter gear. Uptide equipment seemed the order of the day. There is no subtlety in the bait department when fishing for beluga. Asp, carp, zander, bream, whole, half, flappers, fillets. Just hang it on the hook, lob it out and see what happens. As a sea angler, this was quite normal for me. I could see it troubled my more technically minded freshwater confederates. The guide who delivered the bait seemed more appropriately dressed for Siberia than southern Russia.
Are you alright, Liam?
Yeah, fine, yeah. Leave that one in, yeah?
Yeah, I think it might have been the fish days, mightn't it?
I was the one lucky enough to hook the first beluga.
Can you tell the gentleman
Where
our boat is? Where our boat is? The village, where you live, the village. No, sleeping.
Shouts of delight turned to grunts of effort as it became apparent that the uptide equipment, although superbly flexible, was too soft for the job. It took a lot of beef to make some headway.
Yeah.
After 10 minutes, Kevin helped me land my new personal best fish, my first beluga, all 128 pounds of it.
Kev? Yeah! Come on, man.
Come to Daddy.
Yeah! Yeah! Pretty!
Does that work?
I think what about if we try and go under the gills each, like an eel. Ready? Go! Ah! Beluga!
Number one. As big as a man.
We need a marker. We need something.
Took it back more.
I can't.
Instantly addicted, I rushed to cast out another bait.
Yes!
See that go?
Suddenly Kevin was in, and it was clear that the fish was much bigger than mine.
Butt pad. Might need a butt pad on this one. Don't know. It's a good fish, this one.
One of the highlights of Kevin's fishing career suddenly turned into the hardest duel of his life, when not only did he have to play the fish, but the tackle too, as tragically his Shimano reel gave up the hunt and left it all to him.
Got a serious problem with this reel. Liam, do you know anything about multipliers? Got a serious problem with this. Well, it jams solid, and then I let the clutch right off. Now it's on anti-reverse all the time. It will spin backwards if I let go of the handle. You're coming close now. Right. Liam, can you come and put this reel straight for me? I'm going to lose this.
I can try.
There's probably nothing you can do.
Not
the handle
with it.
I can't stop the handle going backwards.
Yeah.
I think I might have sheared some teeth off or something.
No, I don't know it, Kev.
Well, what I'm going to do is hold that and this as well, but
yeah.
it's difficult.
Go for it, you're winning. You're winning.
I might need a butt pad.
Where'd you put it?
I can't find it. I'll have to have someone else's.
Go for the top of your thigh.
Anywhere you like.
Okay. And you wait for me. Okay. You got it.
Can you put it in?
You're away. All right. What's your fingies?
Oh, I've really hurt my hands so far, but
Yeah.
this ain't getting away from me, this fish.
It's still rolling back, is it? The handle.
The hand's seizing up. This is a wonderful pain.
Mickey! Mickey, you're a wonderful pain! Just seen the fin. You've got 30 yards to take in.
I'm in agony.
Come on, no crying. No crying.
It's the only way I can put pressure on it now is with my arm. I'm going to need a lot of help to land this fish. Right, I'm going to have to go out on a little boat and I'm going to need 2 people to land this. It's a big fish.
Yeah.
Boat. Liam, I'm going to need you as well. Because I've got so much trouble with the reel, all my fingers are bleeding and everything.
Where is she?
Yeah, but you can't let go of the handle or the spool.
Get her on. I'm not sure where this line is, Kev. Ready again? Good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get in there. Go on. Give yourself a yard. Give yourself 1 yard. 1 yard. Come on, Kev. She's great. You're out.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Here we go. Line's twisted well.
Ooh.
You are winning.
Yeah,
you are
you're
winning. You are winning. Get some space, Kevin. Give me some space. Slack line.
Yeah.
Slack line.
You ain't going nowhere,
Not
baby.
yet. Not yet.
She ain't going.
Alright.
Don't let go of it, please, Mick.
No. Come on, get that girl.
Not yet. No, she's too long. Put down. A bit of pressure, Kev. Gentle pressure on the head. Gentle pressure. Gentle. Mick low the tail. Changing up the
Don't let go of it.
Not yet. Not ready yet. Kev, the rod needs to go out. I've got a rope walk around the side of the boat. Okay.
Hang on a minute. You ready?
Steady. She's well wrapped, okay?
Got a tail.
Got a fin clear.
I'm not pulling much.
That's good. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're doing fine, nearly. Not quite. Get it. Nearly. Get it. Not quite. Oh gosh, strong leg.
Get your hand in his mouth as well, Liam, or do you want me
Trying.
to, do you want me to come
Not
forward?
yet. You steady with that slack, Kev. Nearly there.
Don't let go, Mick.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm a long way for this.
Liam, do you want me to help? Get under its gill. I'll come back.
Эй! У нее подсек. За эту, сбоку. Told you I wouldn't let her go, mate. Hey? Told you I wouldn't let her go.
Thanks, mate.
You are lucky, Maddox.
Oh,
This is not.
oh look,
This is lucky.
look,
Okay?
I did have a few things against me.
Somewhat.
look.
No wonder she'd wrap. She'd hook through from underneath.
Talk about slightly lip hooked.
Hey, that's the presentation the governor said, wouldn't it?
You got to eat
Yeah.
that tonight.
I'll leave it now.
Oh. Sure, neat. Neat.
180.
All leeches.
180.
Ah, big enough.
Yep.
1,
200 pounds, I reckon.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but it must get proportionally larger.
Yeah,
It's got to be
I guess
I don't know
180.
how we're gonna
Good luck
do it.
on 200, but I guess 180.
That's a reasonable fish, Kevin.
Lovely fish.
Quite nice.
Not bad for my first one.
You ready to lift it yet?
No.
No.
I knew it was that size because as soon as I hooked it, it came out.
Did she? Yes, she walked.
I can't do more fishing today. So if it weighs
This
more
fish
than
is rounder than me. Good.
185. You're against the bar. Come out this way a little bit.
We don't know where to go. Right, no, down.
185 would do.
Okay.
All right?
What, you sure?
Yeah.
You want another lift?
No, it's not a record, so.
Okay.
Take 2 or 3. Does it look all right then? Need the fish's help.
Nice one.
Even got
Nice
clean
one.
slime.
Yeah, stomped. Stomped with Beluga.
185.
And then, almost like clockwork, Mick was in.
Enjoy it.
Eloquently put.
He's nearly in there, boys. It's not very big. Can you get it? It's not very well looked either. Should we let it just here?
If it wants to go, let it go.
Yeah. It's not very big.
Okay, I've got it.
Cheers.
It's only a medium-sized one.
It's all right. You all right? Is that medium size?
Gently does it so we don't hurt the fish. Well done. Oh. Cheers. If you want to take the hook out while I get hold of it.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't coming out.
That's about £80 I would say. What do you reckon, Mick?
Ooh.
We won't wait unless you want to.
I've got one, first ever.
Yeah. Can someone confirm it's off?
Yeah. 110. That'll do me. There she goes.
Slide it gently and you should be okay.
Yeah.
The deck's nice and wet.
Yeah. Oh.
Tell me if you...
What's this?
What's that?
Yeah. Well, that's one way of doing it.
The best way.
No, I won't do that again.
Yeah, you can't lift them.
I can't get them over now.
Well done, mate.
Cheers. Close to the boat.
Beluga! Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm going to get this in. Don't touch the line. Okay. Good, eh? No. Stay away from my line, Mick. Cheers. But I am actually now winning. I don't know how it's coming over the side, but... As we stand here holding this, Liam's playing a fish twice as big as himself and not getting very far with it. A fisherman's paradise. It'll be a gaff job, I think. Decent sized fish, huh?
It's a big one.
This beautiful creature, a tyrant in the water, lay quietly on the engine cover and allowed us to measure and weigh her. Had I broken the existing record of 225 pounds, it felt like it,
47.
Yeah, just over.
but it was not to be. 221 pounds.
Should we try lift? Yeah.
2 bags of sugar short of the world record. Back to the drawing board.
You can call it. Go for it.
1, 2, go!
Beluga! Let's go, guys.
Bloody hell.
Just gonna roll again.
Can you push me? Hang on, let's get this. I can't help you.
Yes, I've got. Go on. Go on. Launch torpedo tube 4. Ah. Woo. Skin. Ah.
Your fish, wipe your hands
My
on him.
fish, my muck.
Lovely!
Back to the rods then.
Turn that tail, wouldn't it? Beluga!
Congratulations! I've lost it.
Combi splice hook link from Kesmart. Well done, Liam. They're a little bit awkward, aren't they, at one stage?
Morning!
What the devil? Oh, he's got one!
Is your bottom firm?
Do you like a firm bottom?
My bottom is very firm.
I saw a lot of crazy men, but this one is the craziest.
Yeah. Yes, he takes some beating.
We got it, Kevin.
Oh!
Good morning! Slack right off. Okay.
Watch it, Liam.
Look up the bottom.
You might get wet round the face, Liam, with it.
I'm alright with wet face as long as you've not got wet camera.
Hang on, dorsal fin, pectoral. That's it. What do you want to do now? How do you want to do it?
Try and take the weight if I can. Oh, I think you forget that idea. Hey, whoa.
On the third day, we moved into the channels of the Ural Delta and away from my natural territory of boat and sea, albeit in only 3 foot of water. In these meandering isles, Kevin was to come into his own, catching 6 fish to each one from Mick and me.
Знать видел вас, я не в добрый час. Очи черные, очи пламенные, и манят они в страны дальние, где цари
And there's masses of fish in front of me. You can see them on the surface, chasing bream and asp. What a wonderful sight.
Я бы прожил жизнь, улыбаючись. Вы забили меня, учащенные, унесли наверх.
Yes, I'm hooking in the water, not causing any harm. There we go. Back it goes. See if we can catch a bigger one. That's great. Ah! One, two, three, back it goes. Nice one. Oh, here we go. There's no one of those funny ones. Whoa! I've hooked the 6:30 train from Astrakhan that left an hour early. Oh, he felt your line. You get my face though. Guess what I'm using?
Super sterk Beluga. Beluga sterk.
About £120. We'll put it back now before it hurts itself. Should we put it back?
So, who was lucky enough to catch the largest beluga? Well, it was me. The fish weighed 273 pounds, a new IGFA world record. And the tools for the job? A 50-pound class Daiwa all-roller rod, matched with a Sea-Line 450H multiplier. The main line was 50-pound Daiwa tournament monofilament, and the hook was a Mustad 9.0 baited with half of a 6-pound bream. Apart from the bream bait, the outfit was my standard wreck fishing rig for British waters. What a wonderful opportunity Beluga provide for really testing the reliability claims of tackle manufacturers. Well done, Daiwa.
A new world record holder.
Big fish.